Next up, please welcome to the stage from Wolfpack Financial, Rostin Bickhouse. From Vault Financial Group, Christina Ande. And from Wolfpack Financial, Kayla Haynes.
Hello. Testing. All right. What's up, guys? My name is Ross. I'm a part of the Wolfpack Financial. Huge shout out to those guys and Stanley Smith for making everything possible for me and my team, Viper Financial. We're coming off our biggest year yet for my team. We did $9.4 million last year as a team. So you can clap for that. It's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's get into this stuff. So I don't know if you guys, read correctly. When this panel came out, it says how to make money for free. Now, it's not just referrals to leads and stuff like that. It really is a big question. And when I saw this panel come out, I did something that any agency owner that would do. I have over 100 agents, and I'm a little rusty on the phones, but I did something that was truly memorable. A blue chip agency owner that would do. And I walked down my office and I asked my top producer what the hell I should say with this panel. You know what I mean? I know, it's something that I should know. I completely understand. But the fact is that he didn't say anything, and I understand that this wouldn't be a panel if it wasn't important. So I knew I had a problem within my business, and what we did was I put a few teams of mine together, and within 2.5 weeks, we generated over $250,000 of submitted business through my kind of referral thing that I did. And all we necessarily did was we took every single sold client in our book of business and we reached back out to them to generate $250,000 of extra business. So you didn't need to buy any leads, you didn't need to invest any money, you didn't really need to do anything besides go back to the clientele that you already sold and just ask them for if anyone needed the same help that you did. So that's what we did. Shout out Wolfpack Financial. Big hype for Viper Financial. Thank you guys. Very blessed to be up here. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Well, obviously, Ross went over a little bit of post-sale referrals, reaching back out to the clients. And what we're going to talk about now is in the actual presentation. So if you're someone who maybe hasn't started with referrals before and you're looking for a place to start, easiest place is going to be with your beneficiaries. Obviously, this is something already built into what we're asking the client as we're going through a needs analysis and figuring out why they're even looking for insurance, why this is important, but also who this is going to be paying out to. When people get a policy in place, they're doing so because they want this to pay out to their family or their loved ones. And so by setting the scene that you're going to be reaching out to the beneficiaries, it actually puts them in a place of ease, knowing that that family member is going to know exactly how the policy works, but they're also going to have your information as well. So a lot of times, and we could show hands, I know we're all guilty of it, how many times have we looked at an application where it shows something optional and we skip it, we just don't fill it out? I've done it, yeah. Now, obviously, guys, a lot of times those optional things, if you make it a non-negotiable for your business, it's actually going to help you maximize your ROI. So making sure when you're collecting beneficiaries that not only are you collecting first and last name, date of birth, phone number, but you're actually using that information to make sure you can reach back out to those people and paint the picture of what that claims process looks like. So when you reach out to that client, it's a very easy conversation because one, they already trust you because someone that they trusted you enough to get a policy with you. So that's already setting it up for a laydown sale. The second thing with a beneficiary when you reach out to them is they're going to want to do what other people are doing. So if their family member, if their mom, dad, and sister already got policies with you, then obviously they're gonna follow suit, and that's a very easy transition. And the last reason, guys, is again, like Ross said, it's free leads. So if you have new agents in your business, or maybe this is your first week, or you're just starting, you don't have a lot of money to invest into leads yet, this is something that if you make it a non-negotiable, you're gonna maximize your ROI, and there's no excuse of not having enough money for leads.
First and foremost, I just want to thank FFL for having me here. Shout out Wolfpack Financial, Stanley Smith, and my team, Genesis. All right. So a question I have to ask for everyone is, who here wants to be a top producer? Raise your hand. Or raise your hand if you already are a top producer. You know, so one thing that I've noticed with top producers, it's not the numbers that makes them a top producer. It's actually a mindset thing. You know, when I first started in the industry, I was thinking, okay, how do I become a top producer? And I figured out it was mindset. You know, how do I become that top 1%? But going back to like the leads part, when it comes to leads and referrals, is a lot of people don't think about the mindset that goes into referrals. It's just easy money, easy leads that come with it, right? The biggest thing with referrals is you always want to make sure you're following up with the clients, building good rapport, and then you can get big referrals from that, you know? As when a client trusts you and they're very comfortable with you, that's when usually they will refer you. You have to be a referable person. I remember back in, what was that, around August time, I was a 50K producer. I was like, what's gonna make me that top producer that I wanna be? And what did that was referrals. I went from 50K IP in 1 month, and the next month I jumped to 90K. And the only thing that I did different was doing referrals at the end of my calls. It takes 30 seconds at the end of a call just to ask that person, do you have anyone else you want to protect? And that is how you get free leads. That's what took me from a $50,000 a month producer to a $90,000 a month producer. And the biggest thing about a top producer is the mindset, right? And what goes into that is maximizing every single detail and opportunity you get. And I remember, it was funny, same thing as Ralston. I had asked one of my agents, I was like, well, I was telling them, I was like, oh, my panel is leads, you know, utilizing leads. And I was like, and at first my agent was saying, oh, that's a boring panel. And I was like, no, it's not. A top producer is gonna have the mindset to utilize and really take the opportunity to make anything big, no matter the panel. And that's the same effect that I have with leads and anything in life. So in order to become a top producer, you obviously want to use referrals. You want to rinse your closes, everything like that. But mindset is the biggest thing when it comes down to it. Thank you.